It's a simple act, but drinking makes Chipatsua uneasy. These waters belong to the crocodiles. The Luangwa attracts the world's largest concentration of crocodiles. With a bite 10 times stronger than a shark's, these are the jaws of death. Even when the crocodile is long gone, Chipatsua takes her time. Mfumu is a young leader of a pride of 6. His property includes 10 kilometers of pristine riverfront on the banks of the Luangwa River. Mfumu, which means chief, rules this area with the support of his mate, Chipatsua, the beautiful one. A sadness hangs over this noble couple. The pride has raised no cubs. Without the strength of numbers, their kingdom is in peril. Their home is at Shangri-La in East Africa, at the base of the Great Rift. The Luangwa Valley lies more than a kilometer below the surrounding plains. A sunken world, cut off from the outside. Isolation has provided a paradise. But there is a price to pay, as fortunes change with the annual ebb and flow of the seasons. The Luangwa Valley experiences the most extreme changes in the whole of Africa. In the wet season, the river explodes its banks, creating vast wetlands which gently subside into generous oxbow lakes and lagoons. It's an Eden for grazers and waterborne predators. But lions do not celebrate the rain. Floodwater slows their access to food and can be fatal for young cubs. Come the dry season, the lions gain the upper hand. As the water disappears, animals are forced to make daily journeys to the river to drink. Most commute along dried-up lagoons, a route closely watched. Of the dry season, life converges on the valley's sole source of water, the diminishing river. But relief is coming. The wet season is on its way. Chipatsua also comes for a drink. So has her youngest sister. The repeated head-rubbing and mock fighting reaffirms their pride membership and their bond as sisters. It's a simple act, but drinking makes Chipatsua uneasy. These waters belong to the crocodiles. The Luangwa attracts the world's largest concentration of crocodiles. With a bite 10 times stronger than a shark's, These are the jaws of death. Even when the crocodile is long gone, Chipazua takes her time. The river is why she has no cubs. Crocodiles have killed her cubs 3 years in a row. This morning, nature will give Chipazua another chance. She has come into estrus, a 4-day opportunity for life. Once more, she and Mfumu contrive for cubs. Over the next 3 months, the Luangwa Valley again demonstrates one of its spectacular transformations. Lion Lagoon swaps its dusty brown desert for an abundant lake. In this season of rebirth, the Lagoon Pride has something to celebrate. Two cubs, a typical litter. Newborns are prey to hyenas and jackals. Chipazua will keep close by or hide them while hunting. Mfumu is aware of the birth, but will not take an interest until the cubs are old enough to join the pride, if they live. Only one newborn in 4 survives the wet season. The rains end, but the landscape is completely changed. Pathways vanish. It's wet underfoot, and the lions make long detours to their hunting grounds. Other predators welcome change. Their once narrow habitat now engulfs the land. They can look forward to many new opportunities. Left alone, the cubs stray into unfamiliar terrain. Lions are born to explore, but curiosity can kill a cat. Just weeks old, Katswiri is a novice to danger. Timid brother, Chimondo, at last joins her, and Katswiri leads the way into peril. Across the lagoon, Chipazua is cut off. To save her cubs, she must face her worst fear: the water. life has changed completely with this energetic duo around. The cubs brim with energy, and now with character. Katswiri never sits still, always after the next adventure, eager to learn and experience more. Chimondo is a mama's boy. Through harmless play, both are learning necessary skills to become hunters. As they grow over the next 3 months, Chimondo and Katswiri inject new life into the pride. After years of failure, the cubs have given the whole family a sense of purpose. But long-time threats remain. The dry season returns, along with danger. The lagoons and pools have all dried up, and the pride is forced to drink at the river. The shallow pool seems safe. But lions aren't the only masters of ambush. Chipazua stands transfixed. Again, her cubs' lives have been threatened by her arch-rival. Nightfall. The cue for the lioness is to set off on a hunt. The cubs are too young to go. Chipazua leaves with the hunters. So who's minding the cubs? The lazy sister. She can hear the others enjoying their meal. Her hunger gets the better of her, and she abandons her post. Katswiri sets off for the river, though Chimondo hesitates. The night holds other threats. Hyenas and leopards wouldn't hesitate to kill the cubs. Katswiri is still thirsty from this morning, but seems reluctant to drink. Both cubs got a big fright at the river, and they seem to understand that these crocodiles mean danger. It's an important lesson they're learning. Fear. They're finally growing up. As weeks pass, the dry season bakes the valley. Just weeks old, the new cubs feed solely on milk. Katswiri and Chimondo practiced battle techniques. No answer. The rival slips unnoticed into Mfumu's territory. At Lion Lagoon, the rest of the pride is getting to know the new cubs, but they're in peril. Male lions live to spread their genes, and the cubs will hinder the rival. If he takes over, he will kill and even eat both sets of cubs. A scent on the ground attracts his attention. Dung from a bull hippo, laced with testosterone which he cannot resist. This pungent fix makes him feel invincible. And caution disappears. Every mother knows the sound of danger. There will be a takeover attempt, and with Mfumu away marking, they must face the menace alone. Somewhere, the intruder lurks. While a sister guards the cubs, the pride braces for a fight. The babysitter turns the tide. Females are the weaker sex, but in numbers lies the strength of a pride. Yet this battle isn't over. The rival male has survived a rough night, but he's waited a long time for this fight, and it's going to take a lot more to get him back across the river. A new opponent, and Mfumu is back. Nothing offends the leader of a pride like the stench of a trespasser. When Mfumu arrives on the bank, the rival has already started to cross. He's too bruised to go another round. But Mfumu is not taking any chances. The rival must never return. A show of force now could prevent a fight later. Reaching the middle of the river, Mfumu issues his final warning. The rival won't be back. The boundary has once again been firmly drawn. Backed by his pride, Mfumu has successfully beaten his river rival. Chipatsua has made a conquest of her own, over her worst fear. Victory over the rival male has stiffened her spine. She's broken the crocodile's spell. Fumu and Chipetsua have a lot to be proud of. The 5-year curse is over, and the pride has 2 sets of cubs to care for. Katswiri and Chimondo are old enough to run with the pride, join the hunt, and tutor their cousins.